I have just come out of a 5-day bender watching season 5 of Lego Masters, the Australian version of course, because it is the best version. Not only do they have Brickman and Bruce, they also always speak in the Australian accent, which is just, unless you're a Kiwi or a Stingray, what's not to love? And season 5 is something special. It's all the previous winners and runners up, so it's pretty much just the best of the best. But what really got me going was this mock of Peter Pan and Captain Hook, made by the team of Bruce and Bruce, and it got me thinking of what every self-respecting Lego master should be able to make. A brick-built Lego figure. Now I've said before there's some things every wannabe Lego master should be able to make. The first thing I said was a car, and I think the second thing should be a brick-built figure or a Lego character. I've done brick-built characters before, but I'm not quite sure that I actually have. Even at the time when I built these, I remember thinking, how did I pull this off? And looking back now, I can see the bar is much higher. I'm not really impressed with this. Now I wouldn't show this to anyone. So I began making arms and legs and bare bodies. Oh my. And I planned to let you know what best bricks to use and how to fit them together, just basically best practice. But then I thought, am I that guy? Because I quickly realized there are hundreds if not thousands of different ways you can make figures and arms and legs, and you don't always need these bendy parts. You can make them just straight. It all depends on the pose and your creativity and of course the scale of the build. But I don't know, I just had this idea that I would be able to make a kind of action figure that you can pose in any position, but I think in the mock world, you need to have that final pose in mind before you start building, to make it look just right, or sick, as Bruce Lee would say. So I went brainstorming again, and I got this idea of making the wolf from that cartoon. I didn't know where it's from. I know they imitated it in The Mask, and I thought it was a cartoon from maybe the 50s or 60s, or possibly 80s, but it's from 1909, and it's supposedly a modern retelling of the Little Red Riding Hood, where Granny lives in a penthouse and probably does a lot of cocaine. Little Red is a go-go dancer, and the wolf, well, the wolf is still the wolf. And even though it's over 100 years old, I don't think modern audiences are ready for this one. In this version of the story, it kinda implies Little Red has some of the blame or responsibility to the whole thing, which I guess is kind of the moral of the story. Don't talk to strangers and whatnot. But I don't think this would fly in the post-Me Too era. But I don't know, I'm not really chasing skirts anymore, so I can sympathize with you ladies. Your only real choices out there are dogs or wolves. That's why you gotta stick with your bitches. And I know, you gotta smell a lot of butt before you get a nice retriever. What can I say? Fairy tales are confusing. What I'm trying to say is, even though I'm making the wolf, it does not mean I agree with his howling and scowling. That scoundrel. For my Lego mock, I wanted to make the moment his eyes grew large and he bent over with his hands on his cheekbones. It was a real difficult pose to get away with, but I think I passed on this one. The plan wasn't to get a top grade, but whether or not I could pass or not. And I think this is definitely a pass. I then got the idea to make one more, also to prove that this wasn't just a fluke. I made my favorite ancient Egypt god, Thoth. And I think this is really badass. I am missing some colors and replaced or compromised a few places to get there. I really should make a list of pieces I often find I need, like these curved pieces especially. But overall, I think this is a lot better than the wolf. But it could be because I like Thoth more than the wolf. Thoth did want humanity to prosper. He is the one who brought the word to humanity, and he also shared the secret of how to live forever, which I'll let you know if you want to know, but it is nasty. It's almost as disgusting as that time when Leonardo da Vinci dared me to eat a squirrel's head. I made Thoth because I bought another pyramid as part of my pyramid scheme to make ancient Egypt in micro form. It's been a while since I've been city building, and I think I really like making micro cities. It's definitely good practice too when I upgrade to my very slow moving Lego city. So I hope to see you next time when I'll tell you the secret of how to live forever. Alright, I'll tell you now. So you have to do is ferment and eat your own piss. Yep, so you're gonna have to let me know how that works out. Thanks for watching and you have a lovely day. I'll see you later. Maybe much later. Cheers, bye.